Hello there folks, and how is it going? And welcome back to another video, and welcome to the beautiful city of Cape Town. Now we are here in Cape Town for, we all arrived yesterday, so we're probably here for another 3 nights. So we've got lots of fun activities scheduled for sure, and it's going to be great. But today we're going to have a real treat because it is actually peak whale season here off the coasts of Cape Town and the southern coast of South Africa, and that's what we're heading out to do right now. The idea is I'll probably just put all of this kind of Cape Town stuff into one video, so if you're anyway interested in seeing any of that, you're most welcome to stick around because it's gonna be awesome, let's be honest. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pack up, head downstairs, grab some lunch, and then we are going to get our collected. We've got about a 2-hour drive out to where the boat launches from, and then we're going to go see some whales. So let's get going. First I need to do is actually figure out how to take photographs with Brendan's camera. I changed his dials, so I use ISO on the wheel and my shutter speed and aperture, so I've changed them, so don't tell him that. I'm going to just see how long it takes for him to figure that out after I give it all back to him, which would be a nice surprise. But high speed continuous burst, and I've set the like servo shutter or like autofocus for like number 3, whatever that means. As soon as something comes into the focus points, it focuses. So I really hope that actually works. It's a mad ramble of an intro. So let's get some food into us, get ourselves organized, and go check out some whales. This is going to be awesome. Let's get going. Well folks, what an absolutely exhilarating experience that was. I obviously had no opportunity at all really to do talking to the camera, but I am going to overlay some B-roll and things like that, and a few pictures before I kind of classically ASMR walk you through the kind of pics that I really enjoyed. But wow, the drive there was incredible. The landscape along this kind of garden route that runs across, the southern part of South Africa. I mean, if you had more time to spend like solely here, like just to do landscapes, oh wow, you would be in heaven. The mountains are just impressively imposing. They're wonderful. And then we arrived at the Gansbaai where we had our boat trip from, and yeah, it was just incredible. Like the water was choppy, and God help one of the lads, he was like actually sick. But for the first few minutes of the trip, I was like, am I okay? I don't know, am I okay? But thankfully I was okay. So we did get to see some whales and some dolphins. I really hope I was able to capture some video, because the boat was just crazy. And I really hope as well that I was able to get some of the pictures in focus. I was kind of struggling a little bit in terms of using the camera, but I was trying my best, so it's good kind of wildlife photography practice. But really had an absolutely fantastic time. Everybody really did, and it was gas. There was like a bunch of Irish people on the boat as well, of course, and so yeah, it was really fun. Super duper delighted. I was about 2 hours there and 2 hours back, so it was a long haul, and then we were maybe about 2.5 hours on the boat. but really, really special, really, really fantastic. So if any of the pictures that I kind of haven't shown you during this ramble turn out to be any good, then I'm going to pop them up on the screen for you right now. So let's have a look. Welcome, friends, to the ASMR Photography Studio, and welcome to the first set of images in this week's video. Now, you probably looked at the length of this video and thought, Christ, do I have to sit through 20 minutes of this or 30 minutes of this? Yes, you do. It really feels like ages since I have, done my classic ASMR photography studio, and I am delighted to be back and delighted to be sharing these images with you. The first set of images that we are going through are my crap attempt at photographing a whale who was elusive underneath the surface of the water. And to be honest with you, I think I had set the autofocus system to the wrong one, because it was all over the shop, and I was trying my best to figure it out on the fly. So at least I got one or two of them in focus. Unfortunately, they're just not the best images out there, but a good learning experience nonetheless, and one that I was happy to take. Overall, the experience was a wonderful one. A couple of black and whites, as you would have seen, that I threw in there as well. The scene is moody and it had a lot of atmosphere to it, so I figured I would lean into that black and white a bit nicer, and a couple of kind of nice minimal abstract shots as well, which I feel like, you know me, I do love that kind of stuff. So more landscapey and abstracty than there are whales. So that's just goes to show you how I took loads of pictures, but they just weren't anyway good at all. So anyways, such is the way of things, and onwards we shall go. So folks, I hope those pictures turned out any good. Yesterday was the definition of spray and pray. Those dolphins, you just like, there's just no predicting where they'll come out. Supposedly the dude who was driving the boat, I'm on a boat, was reckoning there was like 800 to 1,000 in that pod that we seen. And you'd think you could get a picture of one of them kind of coming up out of the water, but I don't know. You will have seen them. I haven't looked yet. But anyways, this morning is a beautiful morning. Walked down the road, got a coffee, which was very nice, by the way. And so this morning we have a nice little adventure. We are taking a drive south to see some penguins. And I don't think I've ever photographed a penguin, so I'm like way more excited, I think, than anybody else. And so that's going to be great. And then we're going to just do a little kind of loop down to Cape Point, just to kind of do a selfie and say that we were down there. And then back up, back to the hotel. So we've got a good couple of hours ahead of us. So that's going to be really, really fun. And so penguin B-roll coming up. So I captured lots of pictures of these wonderful little penguins, and for the first time ever photographing penguins, I'm very happy with how these ones turned out. I'm only going to put in 2 There are other ones that I do like, but in the interest of trying to keep this video a bit shorter, I thought I would just put in these two. This first one that we're looking at now, I really love. I love the fact that he's so beautifully side-lit. Well, I don't know whether it's a guy or a girl, so we'll say I love the fact that it's so beautifully side-lit, and a wonderful kind of pastel-y gradient behind him. So I'm super happy with how this particular one turned out. The next image that we have is just these three happy little penguins standing on top of the rock, and I thought, yeah, that's a nice picture if ever there was one. So I'm really delighted with how this one turned out. Again, like I say, I did take a good few of them, but you know yourself, there's only so many penguin pictures you can look at, and I was happy enough just to put these in, and yeah, really delighted with how these ones turned out. So fun times ahead. So folks, we are back in the room again. I think this is pretty much how this video is going to be. Me talking to you in the room and then going out and having some exploration fun times. Wow, what an absolutely wonderful morning we had. I really should have put some sun cream on the back of my neck because I got sunburnt. So what a wonderful morning it was. Penguins, and then Cape Point. Wow, beautiful. This whole coast. I wish I could spend like a month down here because it is exceptional. I'm completely blown away. I'm gonna like put together like a some clips for you, and then we'll jump into some photographs then after. But wow, it's just been an absolutely wonderful morning. So the game plan for the rest of the day is I'm back in the room now, only for like 30 minutes. Just gonna pack up, and then we are going to go on the Lion's Head Trail. We're only gonna do about half of it because we want to get that kind of classic kind of Cape Town view. So hopefully we can get some light. It is very bluebird out there right now, but sure, you know yourself what mountains are like. They can change pretty quickly. So the aim of the game is to pack up, meet downstairs in about half an hour, and then go for a nice lovely hike. Super excited about that, and hopefully we can get some nice kind of landscape shots, and then organize the sunrise shoot tomorrow in one of the kind of beaches or one of the bays that we drove past today, but we'll get to that at another time. But it's really fantastic. Like, what a beautiful city this place is. It's just got everything you could want, mountains and sea. But anyway, I shall stop rambling. Let's have a look at some footage and some photographs. Classic ASMR photography lab style. Let's get after it. So this is the view from Cape Point. It is a colossal view, and these images that I'm going to show you now, there's only two, really don't do it any kind of justice in terms of its scale. The images are very snapshotty, and it's the middle of the day, so you can't really capture any kind of like impactful landscape images, if you will. I did try to convert one or two of them that I took into black and white, but again, they're just lost in it. There's the scale is not really there for me, and I'm happy enough just to show you that, just to prove that I was standing there taking photographs. The second image that we're seeing here now, I prefer to the first one, only because I put the camera down and took a bit of a longer exposure. I think I put the tree stop on and the polarizer on, just to help make it a bit more artsy, but other than that, it's still pretty bland and pretty boring, but happy enough to share it with you anyway. Just like I say, I was there, yay. So folks, here we are overlooking this absolutely incredible view. It is mind-blowingly gorgeous, and I am hopefully finding some nice compositions here. Well, I am finding some nice. You point to your camera at this and you're going to photograph it, but the light is just catching so beautifully. It's not a bad hike at all. Look at this. So I am going to stop talking. I just wanted to interlude just to let you know that I am actually here and having an absolutely wonderful time. Everybody is so delighted. It's beautiful. So let's stop talking and let's continue shooting. Well folks, what an absolutely wonderful evening that was. Such a great view. Now when we arrived on the trail, we actually noticed there was a big fire down on the hillside, which proved a challenge for sure in terms of photography. Obviously, hopefully everybody was okay and safe, and they did manage to put it out like in pretty record time as far as I've ever seen a fire getting put out. But they did a wonderful job. The helicopter was flying and stuff. So we did have a bit of steam and smoke coming up from the middle. You'd probably see from the footage that I put together. But other than that, though, it was great. Like it was everything we could have possibly wanted. And we toyed around with compositions. We took our time. We didn't do the whole entire hike, just because the last section is supposedly a bit difficult. There's ladders and things like that. So nobody was super comfortable about doing it. And the best view really is from that side. Anyway, you don't necessarily need to walk to the entire trail. So we were delighted that we just stuck to where we were. So I got a bit cut off there, sorry folks, I'm tired. So anyways, didn't have to do the entire walk, which was great. But I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. It was wonderful. And if you come to Cape Town, I recommend highly that you go and photograph from that vantage point, because it's magic. So if any of the photographs turn out to be any good, I am gonna pop them up on the screen for you right now. Let's have a look. So here are the results of that wonderful viewpoint we found ourselves overlooking. This hike, if you do find yourself in this part of the world, folks, please go and do this particular hike. It's really not that difficult. It gives you a really wonderful vantage point to photograph these scenes. I'm super delighted with how these particular images turned out. I love the range of colors that happened throughout the course of the evening, and just as the sun was setting, the cliffs and everything about it just lit up so beautifully, and the pink clouds that rolled in and the isolated scenes that I was able to capture with the 100 to 400, really fantastic. Absolutely love it. And of course I threw in a good black and white there as well. I really feel like I actually really do like this particular black and white image. There's a good bit of contrast and a good bit of punch in there, and I'm super happy with how that one turned out. So overall, 100%, if you find yourself there, please go do this hike. It's a wonderful experience and can't recommend it enough. Beautiful scenes. Now the big question is, remember it was just behind us, so there's one here and then there's here. So that's what I was just going to say. The big question is now, do we move? So folks, I left the microphone at home. I really hope you can hear me. This place is absolutely gorgeous. We had a fantastic morning and we still are having a fantastic morning. Look at this absolutely colossal view behind us here. Whew, it is gorgeous. We got some epic light. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. So we're just kind of scrambling around now trying to see and find different compositions. We are at a place called Kalk's Bay, and it's gorgeous. Like, it's gorgeous. This Cape Town is amazing. It's got so much going on for it. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to stop talking. I am going to pop up the pictures that I took this morning, if any of them turn out to be any good. And then I'm going to have a bit of a ramble around and see about then taking some more pictures while we still have this gorgeous light. It's so beautiful. Let's move fast though.
As I've said many times before in previous videos, there is just something so wonderfully peaceful about a sunrise shoot, and this morning was just absolutely magic. You know, when you get to a scene and you think, oh yeah, this is nice, this is going to work well, it should, you know, gives us lots of opportunities to play around with different compositions and shutter speeds and things. But then as the morning progresses and you get to witness the whole unveiling of the dawn and the light that comes across the scene that you're photographing, oh wow, it's just absolutely pure magic. I adore these photographs that I was able to capture as the morning went on, and really loved the light that happened. It was so beautiful, and the way it caught on the clouds, everything about this morning was just absolutely magical. I really loved the opportunity to have explored the Kalk Bay as the morning happened, and captured a few kind of, we'll call them postcardy shots, I suppose, to some degree. But overall, really love how this particular morning played out in a very kind of off the cuff location that we went to, but one that yielded some really wonderful images. Super happy with how these ones turned out.
So folks, here we are in the airport lounge nonetheless at Cape Town Airport. We got a last minute kind of upgrade to business class, which is such a shame that it's only a 2-hour flight, because business class is amazing. I think I've only ever flown it once, and that was purely by accident. So we're chilling in the lounge. It's nice, it's quiet airport anyways. But I just realized that I never really got to kind of close out yesterday's session. It was incredible. The whole day was just amazing. The sunset location, or the sunrise location, and of course the sunset location was really fantastic. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because this video is probably going to run on a fair bit. So if any of the images from all of it all turned out to be any good, I'm going to pop it up on the screen, and then I'll see you then in a minute.
So for our last location on this particular leg of the journey in Cape Town, we found ourselves overlooking a wonderful viewpoint, a very popular viewpoint as well. There was a good few folks there enjoying the sunset and having a few beers and smoking some weed and all that kind of fun stuff. So really enjoyable atmosphere. Unfortunately, the lack of clouds in this image that we're looking at now, there were some clouds, but really they disappeared very quickly after that. But overall, this particular first frame that we see here is probably my favorite one. As the evening progressed, the clouds unfortunately dissipated, so you just lose a bit of that impact. I did try one in black and white, as you can see, and sure, it's okay. It's a bit meh. And then this last frame in this set as well is the kind of main viewpoint that you come to look at when you come here. You know, obviously if there had been some clouds in the sky, it would have had a lot more impact and a lot more going on, you know, but such is the way of things. But overall, a wonderful, wonderful way to end our time in Cape Town.
Well folks, here we are back again at the exact same scene we were at just before we started looking at those pictures. This place is incredible, I'll say that first and foremost. The hospitality that we had, the people that we met, and everybody in general was just bananas, super duper nice, friendly. It was just a wonderful experience. The locations we went to, the things that we did, absolutely gorgeous. You could spend a lifetime here and still, you know, struggle to photograph everything. But nonetheless, we tried our best, and it was just such a wonderful, wonderful experience from start to finish. And yeah, I would relish the thoughts to come back, and I would encourage anybody, if you have the means to, if you ever find yourself, you know, coming down to this part of the world, to take the time to explore. Because it really is like a landscape photography and a seascape photography kind of paradise. It's gorgeous. There's so much, like, so fun times were had indeed. We really, really all had such a wonderful, wonderful time. But that's it for Cape Town adventures. Onwards we shall travel now to Namibia, where the ring road shall begin. So again, I'll keep this short and sweet, folks. If you liked the video, it would be amazing if you gave it a like. If you fancy following along for more of the epic adventures that are to come, you are most welcome, of course, to hit the subscribe button. I won't bother plugging anything because it's late and this video is running along long enough. But as always, folks, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Cheers.